The days of working in drab office environments are coming to an end, thankfully. In this segment of Frame, we will learn more about the role that design plays in creating office furniture and interior environments, as well as how design influences the way we feel and how we function in the workplace. Joining me is Vice President of Tallgrass Business Resources, Phil Wasta.
Hi, Yvette.
Hi, Phil. Thanks for being on Frame.
Thanks for coming to the showroom.
Let's talk design, let's talk furniture, let's talk technology.
I'm ready.
Okay. I know you've been around this industry your entire life.
Basically.
And it's a given that if you have an office, you have furniture. But I'm curious to find out from your expert viewpoint, how has the role of furniture changed in the workplace over the past few decades?
What we're finding is that from an ownership perspective, there's the difference between treating furniture as a necessary evil to conduct business versus an asset through which you can have a more productive workforce. So with that kind of as the backdrop, those who are looking for ways for a more productive workforce are going to also incorporate furniture into that planning. They're going to incorporate furniture into the design so that the productivity can increase. The Dilbertville era that is now, quite frankly, starting to come to an end, and I don't mean that unilaterally, but if you ask the younger generation coming in to the working world, the reaction you'll get from them is, I would not work there. They will not be hidden away, boxed up, and isolated from the rest of the workforce. It's just not an environment they wish to work in. With the advent of technology, which throughout the conversation I will keep dropping into technology because that's what's driving a lot of this. We've gone through the Dilbertville and the cubicle, and now we're getting back to open office again, but in a much different dynamic. Instead of everybody facing the same way, now we're talking interactive. One of the terms being used is benching.
Okay.
But where you provide a workforce the ability to interact with each other visually, physically, really within the environment, and don't try and separate them out because there's more that can be achieved through collaboration than without.
True. Let's move to personalized environments to make it more home-like with the intention of maybe people feeling more comfortable, happier.
Right.
Color trends, style trends.
Splashes of color, warmer tones, earthier tones, anything that has some connection to nature. In reality, I think all five senses with the exception of taste. I haven't seen a flavored chair yet, but
it might be
who knows, it might be coming. They're definitely trying to appease, not appeal, but appease all of the senses. Use of pattern. If you watch any of the popular shows today, you're seeing more and more pattern embedded into the floor. Probably greater than 80% of the commercial flooring market is done in carpet tile, the
like
3
the
foot by
modular?
3 foot, right.
Okay.
Such as our floor here. And so what you see is what's called ashlar setting or where they parquet the floor. But there's all sorts of different ways to lay that modular flooring so that you not only get a field of durability, the carpet itself, but you also get a visual factor worked in. And the carpet designers in that industry are coming out with such cool patterns to play with that it's no longer this monolithic field of 12-foot wide roll goods stuck to the floor. It's something more dynamic.
Is shag going to come back to the workplace?
Shag? Only at your house.
Only at my house. Well, I have hardwood floors, but I could get some shag rugs.
There's a shag carpet for you. Well, I thought we might take a look at this product to kind of tie a bow around some of the things we talked about earlier. In Steelcase's ongoing research and development, one of the things that is a huge drive for them is to embed technology into the furniture. And with, again, flat screen technology, the fact that technology is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller becomes very possible in ways that was never possible before. The Mediascape product, what makes it unique is, let's say we are in that corporate or education collaborative environment, and quite frankly, one of the markets that this is taking off the fastest is in colleges and universities, where a group of students walk up with their laptop, they plug in to what's called the puck. When you have 2 or more users and you're sharing information live, you don't have to forward it or download it or put it on a jump drive. You tap the puck and the information that's on your screen goes up to the television. Or you can do split screen where you're doing side-by-side information with again, 2 people. I've seen these with arrays as many as 4 monitors.
Wow.
As you can see, you can also do a camera so that this could be linked over the web where you're doing an interactive meeting, sharing information over the web, and also having that visual contact with each other at the meeting. Now, again, technology getting smaller in its second version. There's Mediascape Mobile, where rather than being tied to a table, it's a unit that you could roll around to multiple rooms, bringing the technology to the people instead of the people to the technology.
What other environments have been transformed because of design? And I'm thinking education and healthcare. 2
of the largest growth markets for our industry, driven by technology. One of the devices that we just saw come out is a mobile cart for doctors to take throughout the hospital, and their iPad would be mounted to the cart so that they didn't have to carry it. They could, it could be referred to constantly, but they would have use of both hands. Hospitals are converting over to paperless records and transferable patient information. That's all done now over the air, not even over the wire, because it's done Wi-Fi off their intranet. And so the doctor has that information following them everywhere they go.
How is the industry addressing the way that kids learn today, or facilitating some of their needs?
Again, same horse, technology. We want a technologically savvy workforce. We want kids coming through who are plug and play, if you will, coming into the workforce, being able to utilize technology. And so laptops are starting to be incorporated, in elementary school.
Even though I was a model student, they have put me in the corner. However, I am in this new really, really functional and well-designed educational personal unit. What do I call this, Phil?
It's just a chair.
It's just a chair? No, it's more than a chair.
Essentially, it's designed specifically for the high school and higher education market, colleges and universities. And what they did is they took the old fixed tablet chair, which many of us sat at in high school, and
in the 50s?
Yeah, and it goes all the way around. But they took that standard fixed tablet chair and did some things that bring it to today. Backpack holder at the bottom, so that the kids can bring their backpack with them. It isn't hanging over the back of their chair, impeding the person behind them, and they have access to it below. And then the tablet itself is much larger than what you found earlier, so that you have room for your computer and a little bit of writing space, but larger for laptops, and then rather than being fixed, can be swung around to the side to get in and out instead of torquing yourself in and out of those fixed tablets.
Oh, this is great.
And then it's not exactly rocket science, but one of the other things that they incorporated later, of course, was the cup holder. All the kids are carrying, water bottles or energy drinks or whatever it is that they have, and instead of setting it down on the floor, getting kicked over, it's something that can be incorporated in or tucked away and out of the way.
Oh, so, and adjusted around the space.
And then as you were showing, it swivels.
Yes, I like that. That's
this
my
model
favorite
does,
part.
and also it is on wheels.
Woohoo!
So one of the things that a lot of the professors are doing is, rather than everything being rowed in fixed environments, you can go from classroom style, everybody facing forward, receiving the message, to then breakout, because more and more classes are being taught in a manner where the kids break up into groups.
Right.
So they can literally just roll their chairs over into groups as opposed to dragging the fixed arms across.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now, I have heard the concern of chair races out in the hallway, and I think you might be a problem with that.
Not me.
Not you.
No.
Oh, that's right, because you were a model.
I'm a model student to
That's
this
right.
day.
You would say go.
I would say go, and I would be on the lookout to make sure no one got caught.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't participate. No.
Hey.
No.
Yvette.
Hey, you know what, Phil? I just got a Facebook update. I have to look at that. I'll be right with you, okay? Just 1 second. What are you doing?
I'm writing you a note that says I have to leave.
You can't write on this. It's like writing on the walls at home.
Oh, I can write on this.
What? No.
It's a collaborative table from Steelcase called Campfire. and you can write dry erase, or you can take the glass off and write notes and then take the notes back to your desk.
This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
I think you need one for your living room.
I do. Okay, I want to write a note too, please. If you have to leave, then what? I have to tweet.
You have to tweet?
I have to do my Facebook update and then tweet, because it does have this.
It's got Tweety birds.
Oh, very nice. All right, here's my note. Phil rocks.
Thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for sharing your expertise on design and how the way we work is changing and how we feel about work is changing, hopefully, too.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. I don't know if I can keep up, but right now I'm going to get back to this.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Phil.
Thanks
for tuning into this segment of Frame. Frame is sponsored by Allegra, Click Marketing Solutions, Style Folio Jewelry, Tallgrass Business Resources,